X-Men issue number 21. Let's get into it. Born with incredible superhuman abilities, mutants have long been persecuted for their differences. The mutant heroes, known as the X-Men, were trained by Professor Charles Xavier to use their powers to protect the world that hates and fears them, and to bridge the growing divide between humanity and the mutant kind. A new group of mutants called 3K aims to transform non-powered humans into mutants to replace the X-Men. When Agent Lundquist from the Office of National Emergency, known as One, got wind of this and discovered that the X-Men had been sheltering Ben Liu, one of 3K's successful experiments, he referred to the X-Men leader, Cyclops. The confrontation turned into a brawl and landed Lundquist and Cyclops in the local jail. 3K aren't the only villainous group with a mutant obsession. The Upstarts, a group of mutant thrill killers led by Trevor Fitzroy, are sponsored by Sugar Man, a mad genius who learned of 3K's success in hacking the X-Gene and what's in on the secret. Upstarts 2. The Factory, Merle, Alaska. We see Jennifer Starkey perched on top of the factory as the sun rises. Yo,
Quentin,
you want to keep it down up there?
I what? I haven't said a word for an hour.
You're thinking so loud that you're putting me off my stories.
Sorry, Quentin. I'll think more quietly.
God, fine. I'll bite. What's the problem, bird girl?
You haven't read my mind?
Psylocke said if I kept doing that to the X-Men, she'd cut pieces off of me while I slept. And here's the thing about Psylocke. She'd know, and she'd do it.
That's the thing, Quentin. Am I an X-Men?
You're a mutant who lives at the factory, Starkey. Our bar for membership is shockingly low.
Did it never seem strange to you that I left my entire life behind? That I just came to live at the factory and stayed here?
Sure, but the Upstarts.
Right, the Upstarts. But I never told anyone else. Back in Detroit, when the Upstarts were coming to kill me, my first thought was to let them.
What, because you become a mutant? Come on, Jen.
No. Being changed into what I am now was just a part of it. But the truth was, I couldn't think of one reason to try and live. The truth is, I was lonely. I had been for what felt like forever.
Lonely?
It was like I was invisible. Like it didn't matter to anyone. Do you know what it's like to go through life and make not one single impact on anyone around you? I disappeared from my life in Detroit, and I would bet that no one even noticed. Like a stone hitting the water and not raising a ripple, just sinking. I have nothing out there, and maybe I have something here, or maybe I'm just fooling myself.
And we see Starkey raising a tear through her eye. I get it, okay? I once started a riot to get a girl to notice me, but we see you, Jen. You're one of us. So McCoy's having a sulk for some reason. He'll get over it.
It just meant so much to me, how he helped me, how he knew exactly what it was like to grow fur, or scales, or feathers. I don't know what I would have done without him. I just want to help him, but he's pushing me away. There you two are. We have got a hit. We found the Upstarts. The Upstarts?
Okay, so what's Cyclops saying, Magic?
Scott is still in jail, but here's the thing. Scott put me in charge of the X-Men last time we went after the Upstarts, and as we never closed the book on them, I'm counting that mission as unfinished, and what that means is that I'm still in charge. So, who wants to go kick the Upstarts' teeth in? I thought so.
And we see Starkey and the Omega Kid raise both of their hands, ready to get dirty. Sugarland, secret headquarters of the Upstarts.
I don't think you could say I've been anything other than generous as your sponsor, Trevor. So following that train of thought, I don't think you could say I'm being unreasonable when I feel a certain anxiety. You could say when your group has continually failed to bring me what I want, or to put in other words, where is my freaking adult activated mutant, you stupid idiot?
The Sugar Man lunges toward Fitzroy, causing him to throw his tablet in the air.
They're awfully thin on the ground, Sugar Man. Whoever's been making them has seemingly stopped, or they're harder to find. I don't know. That's why I made it easier for you. For your last chance, the X-Men are coming.
What do you mean?
The X-Men took our last target, so I shut off the psychotic shielding that kept them from finding you.
You won it.
I did. Are you insane? Maybe. But if the X-Men made an little lost mutant into one of them, and they always do, then they'll bring her right to you. Good luck. I'm off to check on my other projects.
Upstarts. Upstarts, let's go. And we see a portal, and the X-Men arise from it.
Fitzroy, let's pick up where we left off.
And we see Juggernaut, Magic, the Omega Kid, and Jennifer Starkey, ready for some fun.
What's going on, Fitzroy?
Oh no!
Keep him from teleporting away.
Got it. He's going to forget how. And the Omega Kid psychically attacks Fitzroy. Ah! Orbit the Psychic.
On it!
Quentin, oh for God's sake.
Orbit causes the Omega Kid to have vertigo, making him throw up.
Take them apart, X-Men.
Ocelot, gut the Psychic Kid before he recovers. Orbit, handle Juggernaut. Orpheus, you and I are taking Magic.
What about the one that got away?
Her? She's nothing, just the prize.
Hey, haven't met kids to see me in a while. Well, kids to see me, gripes.
Ocelot is knocked back by a powerful blow from Juggernaut.
Pff, the Juggernaut squeamish? What happened to you, man? You used to be mean. I can be mean. You want me mean? I'm gonna twist your head off if you lay a claw on Shrimpo. That mean enough for you? Nah, don't buy it. You're an X-Men now. You've gone soft.
We flash to Magic. She's been caged by Fitzroy and Orpheus's barf beams. What do you think, Magic? Orpheus's barf beams, my portals, a mutant circuit. Pretty neat, huh?
Fitzroy, you piece of...
You better pay attention to your dancing or you're going to get zapped if you slow down to teleport. Bzz. Magic begins to smirk.
I'll show you a dance.
Magic grabs her magic sword and is able to block the barf beam.
Ayo!
Ah!
It fired directly back at Fitzroy and Orpheus, knocking them to the side.
Not so smart now. No.
And Orbit comes in, causing her to lose control.
Damn it.
We need to finish this.
Let's turn off that brain, shall we?
Let's! Shrimpo, look out! Too slow, X-Men. Shuck!
Ocelot strikes fiercely in the back of Omega Kid.
Shuck! Prison!
Gonna bleed the rest of you.
You're dead, Fitzroy.
Magic, you can't even walk.
No. That's the thing, Quentin. Am I an X-Men? Yes.
And we see Jennifer Starkey turn reptilian. Welcome to the boot party, Magic.
Gonna get you.
Hang on, what is that? The new reptilian version of Starkey jumps at both these losers. She knocks Fitzroy back, along with Orpheus.
Wham!
How does it feel, Fitzroy? How does it feel to be weak? How does it feel to be helpless?
Not very good, but let me ask you this, new girl. How does it feel to be strong, to have someone at your mercy? That feels pretty good, doesn't it? If everyone is done, I'd like to get home and get healed before my telekinetic stitches give away and I bleed out here.
Give me a second.
What are you doing, Kane?
Man said I wasn't mean anymore. That I've gone soft. So I made him a promise. What?
And Juggernaut has terminally mangled Ocelot, leaving a pile of blood.
And I keep my promises.
Juggernaut has revenged the Shrimpo. Elsewhere, we see the Sugarman observing what happened.
Well, I suppose that's the end of the Upstarts. Small loss.
Far, far away.
I'll not shed a tear for dear Trevor Fitzroy. Not when there's something much more promising in the offing.
A horrible place, and we see skeletons thrown upon the floor.
You see, I heard that this is my kind of place, with my kind of people.
A place of pain and suffering.
And I also heard that your boss got himself dead in the arena a little while ago, and that everyone's too afraid to step up and take his place at the table.
A masterless place.
So let me say it loud, and let me say it proud.
The Spire Vile, Araco.
Daddy's home!
And we see Sugarman at his new temple, where he will reign supreme over the mutants. Next, with Zero on his heels, Doug Ramsey, aka Revelation, arrives in Alaska for the X-Men's help. Beset on all sides, the X-Men could use a powerful new ally, but Revelation is not just an old friend, he's the heir of Apocalypse. And what new age could such an alliance usher in? X-Men number 22. Let's see what happens.